I just realized I was muted the whole time. Alright, let's see how this all goes. Come on. I did not block that at all. Ooh, I forgot. Okay. There we go, dodge. Let's do all this. Do all the levels sound okay is the big question. Like, does everything... Yes, there's a 10-second lag. There's a 10-second lag between everything, or just the audio? I'm pretty sure it's between everything, which is 100% normal. Oh my gosh, terrible. There we go. And dodge. Yeah, well, as long as the audio lines up with what's happening on screen, that's fine. Like, there's always a lag between the actual gameplay and then the stream itself. That's going to happen. But as long as the audio lines up with what's happening on screen, like, for example, I'm going to hit a Gloom Widow now. Like, as long as that's lined up, we're good. Which I'm assuming it is. Yeah, okay. I'll listen back to the recording later. You are absolved of your help. Thank you. I appreciate it. Applause for my wife for coming through and just helping me do testing. Oh yeah, we probably killed the... It probably saved me killing him. that is the yep that means definitely give me the applause. That's what that yep means. Alright, let's go back to the hideaway now. 5 stars. 5 stars for you or 5 stars for me? For you. Okay, that's what I figured.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Oh, man.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive.
Alright, let's just be absolutely certain I killed that thing according to the hunt board. Yeah, it's dead. A salute emoji? Okay. Alright, let's talk to Otto.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Am I supposed to know who this is?
Mid. When
Nope.
did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her.
Oh, is it important? Vivian?
While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Okay, I guess we're helping Mid out.
Oi, Otto, you got my guilt. Huh? What are you on about? My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying. That little... The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Where the heck is the storeroom? Oh. Up in the atrium, where I haven't really been.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid,
Okay.
you only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while.
Dad's
Dad said
place.
I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't.
This isn't Sid's daughter,
That was
is
his
it?
plan for me, that one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now,
That is Sid's daughter. Okay.
I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me.
Okay.
Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Alright.
Where does it start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Oh, what's the quickest way to the... They're at like the worst possible spot from here. I guess come around this way?
It's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time. You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard. Hearing what became of the place. How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards.
Blackthorn.
What does it look like?
I have a commission. She requires... Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she... I'll see what I can do.
Tell her my thanks.
Okay. Goods.
Was wondering where you... Mid's back from Canva.
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything?
This lot won't be much.
Excellent.
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to...
Thank you. Now just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Bardolph. Blackthorn has new stuff?
So, what'll it be?
Grinds. Oh, right. How have I not looked at this yet? I need earth and fewer for the hunter's arm. Oh, well, that's if I'm crafting those things.
Anything else?
Karen's probably got... I guess I just haven't talked to him since I got back
Is it
from
business or pleasure?
taking care of
What you gonna buy? Somebody
Kupka.
quick about it.
It's a pretty steep downgrade. I should... Okay,
Finished, are
okay.
ya?
I need to check in with Blackthorn first before I commit to that.
Okay,
Let's do this.
Summer's older. What do you want?
I mean, we're definitely doing that.
It'd last you a good while.
Alright, let's look at... Yeah, Hunter's Waistcloth 2 is useless to me. Hunter's Arm Cloths 2 also useless to me.
That it?
Glad I checked.
Fine.
I do want to see what the sword looks like, though.
It's all right. See, there's nothing to fear
That's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? I'm going very much the wrong way.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Alright.
With a good oil in this, it should be enough. How do, Master?
Adolf. Maid's looking to build a workshop in the store. So naturally,
Well, I'd love to help the young, but I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time. It don't have to be me, though, does it? You know, the one over at Mark.
that's right.
Bernard.
I'll ask Martha if she can...
Okay, I guess we're going to Martha's Rest.
Ah, Clive.
Our home finds itself in need of an...
I don't mind if he don't.
Thank you, Martha.
He went up to Cressida on business. Now, as far as I know, he's still...
I'll look from there.
Cressida. Not too far. Probably quickest for me to just go. Again with the cat calling, man.
Fly, Ambrosia.
if it ain't the lad who saved my life.
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. Oh.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to... And, if Martha didn't mind... I...
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get... But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you?
It's the least I...
Alright, so we'll clear it out. Have I not been over here? Must not have.
This shouldn't take long.
Bring him on. Oh, come on. Oh, that was bad. Whoa, goodness.
Nice try.
There we go.
Nice try.
Figured we would parry it. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? There we go. You are in 16 or something else? You're probably playing Tactics Advance. Okay, that's fair.
That should do it.
Out of curiosity, how does the mic audio sound? I'm going to check it out later myself, but I've got a new set of headphones, a new microphone attached to it, so okay. I'm glad it's clean. Hopefully better than those other headphones. This one actually has like a mic that extends out, whereas the old headphones did not.
After the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Only a decade since the last wagon left.
Well, good. I'm glad it sounds good.
May as well have been a
Yeah, I had
cinch.
Joanna try it out earlier, and she said it was good.
Simple
So
precedent I remember.
that's
Sorry.
good. But she doesn't have a whole lot of basis of comparison.
Don't be. Can't live in the past. No matter. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Yeah, we'll go back in a second after we check out this area real quick, because I haven't been back here before.
I'm sorry I ain't been back to see you in so long.
There's probably something worth grabbing back here, like a chest or something somewhere. Yeah, see? Okay. I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with crafting materials, just... it's not the most exciting thing. Alright, well, it looks like there's something back here. Although it might be nothing for now, and it'll be a hunt later. This is definitely the area to fight something. And something sizable, too. This is a big area. I guess we'll find out at a later date.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
For a second, I thought I picked the wrong route, but no, I think I did the right move here.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Clive? You've...
I am. I've placed your various orders.
That's brilliant.
Is there...
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over, so as soon as Bernard gets here, we...
Okay. So what does this unlock? Because it seems like it unlocks something. Reduces wind-up cooldown. Okay, that's nice.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
It unlocks nothing right now, other than more side quests, apparently. I mean, sure, we'll check on Jill now.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor.
Oh, right.
Must have found something.
Yeah, I forgot Torgal did a thing. Yeah, I don't know if you've, like, looked at the VOD or were here when it happened, but Torgal kind of digivolved. Torgal's the wolf.
Do you have a moment, Sid?
But yeah, he basically started looking like an icon. It was crazy.
Coles.
Oh, if only he looked like Gargamon. That would be
Only
sick.
to their assault when the carriage
Guns
was
for
attacked by
arms.
goblins. A cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion.
Final Fantasy does have a history of having characters with guns for arms, so it wouldn't be far-fetched.
By now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but...
They know the work is dangerous.
But what if I've got them all before they go out? I always remind them why we do. But I never really thought how my words might affect them.
I'll go and find them.
Thank you, Sid. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there.
We'll get to that.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her
there. Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
How'd that dog do that?
Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tones?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but in one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frost wolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. His name was Fenrir.
Of course his name was.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have a girl from the Northern Territories. One awakens as...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
Oh.
What? Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of just when his master needed.
Makes sense.
If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's pack his latent birthright as of it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
Just not your hound than you like you thought.
Your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Okay.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here.
That line was just not needed.
I shall be a moment.
Nobody was concerned about him not eating. Like, what? That was just so out of nowhere.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm going to work my fingers to the bone for you, just you wait. I'll make...
Then I look forward to... Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Really are just doing like a bunch of random things right now.
Till mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rod.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. I don't think I can... I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really?
You don't need me to answer that. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. And we must lift that, but the operation may be dangerous.
I know. griping about my lot out.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that he's doing is something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves...
Just tell me what you need.
No one knows Herblore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over...
Okay, we're gonna go collect some more flowers. Sure. Let's talk to Vivian first.
How goes the hunt for...
Largely. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places. But nothing. If only we knew for certain by what route...
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you.
What?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne.
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
Guest?
Did Kupka just, like, walk up to the front door?
For your trouble.
Oh, it's his uncle.
In hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
He's fun. I've only like seen him for like a few minutes in the entirety of the game, but it was enjoyable. Oh, what's Bahamut and Co. doing?
Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan.
Wait, what?
Or less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
How did Olivier win him over? There's a gap there somewhere.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
So sign the peace treaty and then sick Bahamut on them.
The enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Then we'll breed more is quite the response to, but people will die.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Well, Dion doesn't seem completely awful like most of the other characters in the in charge of the different realms. Realms? Is that right? Kingdoms? Whatever. Clive's mom still looking as awful as usual.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
They could just predict he's going to be...
Tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
You know that... How do you know that Dion's going to betray you? What?
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Let's go look at the 1,000 tomes real quick.
Lid's moved into the storeroom. Made a work.
Just curious what it has to say about Olivier. Then we'll do the side missions, and then we'll go talk to Uncle Byron.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know.
My knowledge is yours. From the moment of her very first steps. And so, as to why she has stayed away, did you know? But once they had, until it was taken away.
All right.
I have a few new notes that might interest you. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
So let's see. Spirited away by a mysterious man from Waloed. Okay, met on the rock. So there's Annabelle, there's Olivier. Doesn't say anything specific about him. Although Annabella, she talks to Kupka at some point, right? Did we look at Hugo? Where's Kupka? Am I blind? What's going on? There he is. Okay. I'm not really getting what I was hoping for. Astrologer. Ooh, this will be good. They divine the future from the movements of the heavens. Okay. So they're the ones who determined that Dion was going to betray him. So where's Dion listed? Alright, nothing really there.
Tone says he's looking for...
Alright. Again with the cat calling, man. I've made that joke probably too many times at this point.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Come on, just gather it, thank you.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
Pretty sure the game intended for me to actually fight them. I'm okay with just ignoring them like that. We'll start over here, I guess.
Come on. Be safe.
That'll do.
Get me back on my feet.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if
Doris sent me to find you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of us.
Well, I'm here now.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than... I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely...
You made the right decision.
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here.
All right. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor soul...
I won't let that happen.
Thank you.
Don't thank me, just.
Yeah, looks like we got a big guy over there too.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Seriously right now? Oh goodness. Oh, he's called a bruiser now. Ooh, I was expecting that to be a little slower. Okay, there we go.
Who are you?
The end of my sword is weird looking.
A friend.
I really only saw the hilt earlier when I changed the appearance.
Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had...
Why should we run? One miserable death is worse than another.
It does sound like something I should see the doctor about.
But we're here to freedom, safety, the life you've been denied.
Sid, I couldn't just let you...
By the way, don't know if you saw my message earlier. The Holdovers is very good. Definitely worth watching.
Risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine.
You did see it. Oh, I didn't realize you'd seen it yet.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you.
Yeah, I finally talked Joanna into watching. I knew it was going to be something she would enjoy. But she's always hesitant when I bug her about stuff, even if I tell her I know she'll enjoy it.
I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Yeah, very, like, as far as a Best Picture nominee, very similar vibes to Coda, just that it's like, number one, it's a comedy primarily over other things, and just how approachable it is. Just like Best Picture movies, like, I get why people don't like them and don't want to invest in them, because, like, they can be heavy and not for everyone. Frequently not for everyone. But The Holdover is just, I mean, there's some parts that'll definitely be heavier for some people more than others. It's not even like taste though. Oppenheimer, like Oppenheimer's a great movie, but it is a Christopher Nolan film. Like as a Best Picture nominee, there's a lot of things happening and a lot of time jumps. It's not a taste thing. It's just there's a lot to keep track of thing.
Sid, welcome back. If I just waited a little longer, or maybe I wouldn't.
Cole and the others got home safely.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slave of months, and then what kind of leader sends? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be.
We swore the same oath as.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Thank you for your faith in me. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the other, but I'm a Cursebreaker.
You will.
Ooh. Right. Yeah, it's Rising Flames. That's the single target damage fire move.
I hope you didn't have too much.
Only the usual.
Not even that. I just avoided them. I walked around them.
This is it. And
you'll do fine. Talia trusts you.
Thank you for the. Sorry, the brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and even success means tremendous pain. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, and yet we never won for
conviction.
They're willing to fight, to give their lives to. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going.
You sound like it's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering. Thank you for help.
Wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Oh, what do we got? Direwolf chest. Didn't I already get one of those?
Come again. I may have more for you.
I had Bloodhawk chest. Well, that's not a bad thing to have, that's for sure. Oh, I have a platinum belt times +2 that I need to sell apparently. And a platinum sword too, jeez. Oh, there's. I was like, why am I not moving? It's because Otto's right in front of me.
It's just one thing after another around here.
Alright.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most, as are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most, which is why I came. To learn the full...
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith de Port Isolde.
I was.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly.
I thought that was already established.
There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers.
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own...
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists, come here and I'll show...
Okay. So where did Kupka go? The Waluders showed up
It is known
from the
that
south.
forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast.
Oh, okay.
So can the same be said of your visitors from Walud? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
All that to say that they brought him back to Dalmek.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
Okay, so the...
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield.
Right, so the Dalmekians did not go with the Waluders.
To follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy.
But why did the
You may well have
Waluders
gone
go
cold
for
by now.
Kupka?
But as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you past
That tracks.
the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
And how may I assist you today? We met under curious circumstances. Naturally. Still. Lord Byron Ross. I heard tell. Why? Allow me to educate you.
So let's look over here. So, High Cardinal flatters the Holy Prince, plots achievements. Yeah, so the Holy Empress wants Olivier to take over as Emperor at some point. Way out in the corner, medicine girl. Okay.
Study it well, Clive.
So they're still at a bit of an impasse, but not as much of an impasse because they're about to sign a peace treaty that's not going to be so peaceful if Dion goes through with attacking his Bahamut. So we're on our way to Drake's Fang now.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Alright.
Rid's finished outfitting her little workshop.
Otto. Coop.
You're not going in there alone.
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head.
But if you did destroy the Mother Crystal while you were at it...
I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all cooked because you have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid.
Thanks.
So, what about your uncle?
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto,
you can count on us.
All right, Uncle.
We shall. Come.
Alright, this is the first time in a while we're actually, like, going to go roaming in a new area.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Guess the train post we're going to is in the middle of the desert. The bandit's bed? Oh, great.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Just a gill bug hanging out?
Who do you think those soldiers were?
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehere. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Josh was here.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Not much of a fighter.
It's the outlaw. Take this.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Well, that was very, very easy.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Oh. That feather he's been holding on to for 5+ years.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Too late. Oh no, those are Dalmekians.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we're beginning back.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't
Anything I can help, allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trade. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's...
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets and our...
Thank you. Oh,
No.
well...
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of Rosina.
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town...
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smith. Garen's only a young sprig. But he's got...
The Briar's Kiss, you say?
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me. Can I help you? Yes, a long-standing pillar of your community.
Then you should ask. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people. Try the baths.
Thank you. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the silver plat.
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina Dalamil?
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he...
So you're the ones who've been sniffing.
I beg your pardon.
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you'll...
Okay.
It's over.
Doggone it.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested.
Yeah. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
Okay.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Plates and pots! Bows and...
Needed to a silken soft.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric!
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. Ah, so it was the Youngs. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a...
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. Oh, sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is.
See that he get... Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather...
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
All right, well.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be...
Well, we're a stone's throw from the soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need the men on the rock throw their money about.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Excuse me.
You've heard?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thief. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our... Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between... And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market, either.
A deposit?
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much you do. What can I do for you, soldier?
I'm not a soldier.
Oh, then be off with you. I serve the men of...
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when
What?
they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to him. No, just leave, will you?
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what...
That was a wild conversation there.
I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
What was all that crashing?
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you. The one who... What do you want? Haven't you...
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you.
Thank you.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush. I need to drink.
Cactuar.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Cook's trough is when they want to do it.
Uh-oh.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Coop?
Bait, my boy. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden, but my uncharacteristic indiscretion. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallize.
So the pearl.
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000. A small price to pay for admit. But enough about my little act.
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals.
I'll wager you're...
We'll meet with them then, and put an end to the trouble, Lubel.
Ha! That preening popinja. It just goes to show one should never under... I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
I'm going the wrong way if I want to leave.
What was all that crashing and banging about?
Come on.
Yeah!
We'll take it from here.
Oh, found the crystals.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord.
All the silver and stones I could scrape together.
You brought the whole fight.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes?
Of course.
Not bad at all. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee?
Because these crystals are no longer buying from them.
The
And we
Waluders.
have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing.
Royalists, eh? Why? To collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of... And being such good friends. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Walud, we are duty-bound not to interfere.
Did you get all that?
So... My lord!
Double-crossing dogs. Kill them! Kill them both!
Alright, let's start with this. And then we'll do this.
It's not over yet, Uncle!
Look! I'm just getting warmed up.
Somebody's healing them.
It's over. It's over. Soil and stone. Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
That'll go over well.
Los Delan. Tu Isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Alright. Well, it looks like we got some side missions and stuff. I think I'm going to wrap things up there, though, and head to bed. Thanks for hanging in there, buddy, if you're still there. Enjoy playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Alrighty. Have a good night.